Hi there, I'm Joey.
I'm Jacob.
And we are watching Star Trek for the first time. Last time on Star Trek, AI and the dangers of getting lost in another world.
I think that episode might have more prevalence today than it did when the internet first came out.
That's true. Because while the episode was definitely talking about the internet at the time, like today we have certainly talked about the holodeck in relation to AI nowadays, but certainly it wasn't thought of that way at the time.
No, obviously not.
But yeah. So we're watching an episode called The Most Toys.
The Most Toys?
Who has the most toys?
See, if this was TOS, this would be like a God episode.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it sounds like a God episode. I'm reminded of like the Squire of Gotham.
Yeah, Squire of Gotham immediately came to mind.
Yep. God, crazy just how the brain works. All right, so we're going to get into post-episode thoughts in a second. Be sure to join us then. We're about to watch The Most Toys. Kind of blown away by that. Not as in it was like the whole episode was amazing, but
no,
blown away by very specific aspects of it.
Oh
and
yeah,
very taken in by that. I'm reminded especially of the Tholian Web. First off, I want to bring that up first. Tholian Web, this fantastic TOS episode where Kirk is technically killed.
Yeah.
It's a little different from this in that we don't really have the confirmation that Kirk is still alive while the plot is going on, but still, in that
episode, for all intents and purposes, treats it like he's dead.
Yeah, and that is what makes the Tholian Web so good. And that Spock and McCoy's dynamic in that is so believable. Is that those characters and those actors are treating the situation as if it's very real and has actually happened. Here we have a very similar situation. Data is dead, quote unquote dead. And it's taken very seriously by the crew. There is one person, of course, that with doubt in their mind on the crew, and that is Geordi. So it is a really good episode for him as well. But I called it out pretty early on. I was like, I thought that I really appreciated that Data's death was treated like any other crew member. You know, Picard was treating it in the same way that any other crew member would be treated if they died in the line of duty. Mm-hmm. And I appreciate seeing that. I appreciate that, like, it's this thing, this trope in TV sometimes where, like, you know, because they're our main character, they're given all this fanfare when they're written out of the show, or even when they're given a fake death or whatever. But no, Data is just treated very normally. You know, we find a replacement for Data, in this case, Worf, which leads to a great scene with Deanna Troi. That I just really like, because it's the second time that Worf has had to do it. He has to take a position of yet another crew member that he was very close with. Because we've seen Worf be close with Data before, too.
Yeah, like, we know for a fact that Data is friends with all of the cast on the bridge. Mm-hmm. And it would have been a promotion for Worf again. Yeah.
And that's, oh man, it's rough. It's great. Great performances all around as well. Yeah, love that. I love even more, though, the scenes where we actually do get to see Data still alive. We do get to see him captured by Fajo. A fantastic character. I forgot to write down the actor who plays him. What a performance. He is just the right amount of slime. I hate him.
Yeah.
I love to hate him.
Love to hate him.
He's so much fun to watch.
He perfectly played the character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very fun character to watch. And I kind of love it. Oh, God, isn't there... We just happened to catch a little bit of it on like Pluto the other day. Whom Gods Destroy kind of has a similar thing with a collection of things.
Oh, yes.
Back in TOS, another season 3 TOS episode that we rather liked. Similar vibe for the characters. Again, I've accumulated all these things over my time, and he's proud of his collection. There are a million characters like this in other media.
Sure, it's a common trope.
But I like the Star Trek take on it. I like this, you know, scarcity is where its value comes from, and there is no one else like Data out there, and so he wants Data. There's even like a supposedly like extinct species that he has one of in his thing. A wonderful puppet for it as well.
Yeah. It's got like one proper scene, maybe two.
Yeah. And then and you have the guns that are like 5 of them. He's like, I have 4 of them. I keep one under my pillow. You know.
I have 4 in my collection, 1 under my pillow.
Yeah. That's great. Oh, I love it. He's just a perfectly slimy character. I loved all of the scenes with Data, and of course we called out. There's a special guest credit for the guy that plays Toph, who's there for exactly one scene.
One scene
for like 2 minutes. It's like it's very odd. It's a special guest credit too.
I mean, big deal actor.
Yeah.
Like, given we looked him up.
Yeah, he doesn't sound like it hot. Like he's a great actor, obviously. But
it totally makes sense that Star Trek would be like, we have an actor for one scene.
And we put him in some weird alien makeup so you could hardly even tell it's him. So, classic Star Trek. Oh god, you know what other scene I really loved in this was Geordi going through Data's belongings.
I was like, you mean besides the ending, I
Of course, besides the ending. Oh god, I love the ending.
But yeah, I was gonna say, but I did want to talk about going through Data's belongings.
Yeah.
They're all items that make sense.
Mm-hmm. It's another one of those things, I brought this up to you, I was like, we have almost seen as much TNG as we did TOS, you know? Like, because the show is so long, it's more than double the length of the original series. It can still kind of feel, even though we're approaching like the halfway point of the show, it can still kind of feel at times like we're pretty early on in it, because the show is just so long. We're on season 3 of 7, you know?
Yeah.
But no, we've had so much history with these characters, really seeing that all sort of laid out, you know, with Data's medals and the violin and his paintings.
And it's pity that we've seen once or twice already.
Yeah, like there are just things that like that make up this character, you know, Data's belongings, like are reminders of who he is and how he is more than just an artifact, more than a museum piece, you know.
I think the only new item that we've actively seen Data decided to collect and keep is a poker set.
Yeah. Oh god, the poker set. I love that inclusion. It's great. Oh man, wonderful stuff. We gotta talk about the ending.
The ending.
My god.
The ending blew us away so much we didn't even clock that O'Brien was on screen.
Yeah. Usually we make a big deal out O'Brien is there. We cheer for O'Brien when O'Brien shows up, but we didn't even clock that O'Brien was there in the last scene because we were so taken in by this wonderful ending where Fajo kills his woman and
his assistant that's helping Data escape.
Yeah. And Data gives his hand on the gun and goes after Fajo, and Fajo gives this wonderful villain monologue where he's like, "You're too good, you won't kill me," etc. He's right.
Data will not participate in murder.
I as a viewer, I was like, "Oh yeah, he's right, yeah," because Data, I would love for Data. Me as a viewer, I shouldn't want this, but I would love for Data to just kill this guy.
Well, because we've seen enough in this episode to go, Data, from an audience perspective, you have my permission.
Yeah, you can kill this guy.
You have gone through enough shit this episode.
Yeah.
To go override that program of a decent level of respect for all living things.
Yeah. And I was so taken in by it. I was like, oh yeah, he's right. Data's not going to fire. And so Data is transported away, and it can feel for a moment like the episode is giving Data an easy way out.
Yeah, because he takes a step forward, gun firmly in hand.
Yeah. And he's beamed away. I was like, okay, cool, easy way out. Of course, we weren't going to, answer the hard question here. But no, we do. O'Brien is like, oh yeah, no, the weapon discharged. I'm going to deactivate it now. And we're like, oh, okay. So he fucking tried. He tried last minute.
Data took a shot, and he was ready to kill that guy.
It is one of the coldest Brent Spiner performances I've ever seen. And he is so good.
And, he doesn't let that up the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
Data, Brent Spiner always plays Data very formally. Mm-hmm. He barely ever goes above a monotone speaking level.
Yeah.
Here, he's ice cold rest of the episode.
Yeah. Of course, I love the final sort of talk between him and Fajo at the end. And I want to take a moment to respect this. I love a Star Trek episode where the producer credit that starts off the credit, executive producer Gene Roddenberry, whatever. Yeah. Where I love whenever there's an episode where that final shot isn't just the Enterprise floating through space. It happens very rarely. And I really like when it isn't that, because those are the ones that really stick out to me. The first one that I can ever remember in TOS was Balance of Terror.
Oh, God, yeah.
Kirk walking away from at the end there, down that hall. Amazing shot that sticks in my brain so much. And this is going to be one of those ones that I think lives in my brain all the time. Just that empty cell, him as that museum piece behind the glass, essentially.
Mm-hmm. All of his perceived worth and wealth, gone.
Yeah. Oh, God. Such a good episode. I'm a big fan of this one. And I gotta say also, I need to tell you now, based on title alone, I am so insanely, ridiculously, above and beyond excited for our next 2 episodes, just based on the title. You have no fucking idea.
I don't, but I'm looking forward to it.
We're recording tomorrow, and I cannot wait to do those 2 episodes. So,
I'm here for it, man.
Please, for the love of God, be sure to join us next time when we continue Star Trek The Next Generation. Until then, this has been Joey Morgan.
I'm Jacob.
Goodbye.